Man, you guys already know Dead End Hip Hop 2022. What did we say? We're going to give you more. We've been seeing the comments. So we know that you've been noticing that we've been upping up the ante, and it does not stop. 2022, man, we blowing up. I already told y'all, man. Year 11, season 2. So more content, exclusive content on Patreon, and you'll get a little bit sprinkled in on the channel. You know what I'm saying? But just make sure you continue to stay tuned, as this type of content is going to be a regular Dead End Hip Hop.
All right, so here's my video. I guess it would only be right for me to do my favorite artist, Jay-Z. There's not many Jay-Z albums that I dislike, but there is one that's at the bottom of my list, or per se worse or whatever. We ranked Jay-Z's albums from 1 to 10, right, Ken? Something like that. And yeah, it was number 10 on my list, and and I was kind of going through some albums before I did this video to see if it still was at the lower level, and I think it still is. That album is Hard Not Life, Volume 2, Jay-Z Volume 2. That is probably like my worst one in his discography, and that's actually one of his more commercially successful albums. It's like, I think a lot of people actually really enjoy that album. Just for me personally, it was just a little too commercial for me, but it was imperative to his career, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's still an important album in his discography. It's just not my personal favorite, and it's at the bottom. I went back and listened to Magna Carta Holy Grail, and I still think that one's slightly better than that one. That's probably gonna be at the lower end as well, but I think Hard Not Life still takes it for me. It's just, I only like half of that album. The other half, the stuff that's like commercial, I don't really like it like that. But you know, that's the album that has Annie on it with the Hard Not Life. That sample was crazy. That pretty much propelled him in the industry. So yeah, it's definitely like a vital and imperative album for Jay-Z. It's just, for me, it's just, I don't know. It just, even when I listen to it today, I'm like, yeah, this one ain't it. This one ain't it. He had DMX on there. I want to say he had a Kid Capri joint on there. And it's like that, yo. That song is dope. But like, it's just too many on there. Like, I don't like Ride or Die. We could go with Too Short is all right, but that's still one of the songs I really don't like that. So yeah, man, it's just so many on here that just don't feel like that. It's not like a bad Jay-Z album, because like I said, it's his most commercially successful album. But yeah, that for me personally, if I had to pick a worse Jay-Z album, that would probably be it. I wish I had it pulled up, because I know he ranked his albums as well, which is what inspired us to do the same thing. And I can't remember where he quite had it. I think he had it kind of low as well. He got Volume 2 is number 4. So yeah. So he had, thanks Jalen. He said, Jalen said that he had Volume 2 as number 4. So it's right in the middle for him. So I could feel that. What else did he have? What he had at the bottom? Wow. Like Jay, Blueprint 2 wasn't that great either, but it's just still, man, I still would put Volume 2 below Blueprint 2. So, but yeah, that's it, man. I don't want to run too long. I know this is, kind of, short content. But yeah, that's my favorite artist, worst project.
Today we here talking about our favorite artist, worst album. There was a moment in time on this project that should have been iconic.
And I think a lot of people actually really enjoy that album. Just for me personally, it was just a little too commercial for me.
And this was back when you brought albums, so you was like, you try to psych yourself like, this is a good album. I spent my $15.99. It was worth it. But
I feel like my favorite list goes in people's opposite order.
It was at that point I was like, all right, he done. He ain't got it no more.